From turnstile to turnstile, let's talk theme parks.
Welcome to Park Hopper Podcast. Thank you for coming back to another episode. My name is Dominic EPCOT. We are here with Peter Brookhart. Peter, I'm very happy to be doing this episode, but I'm not happy to be doing it from where I'm doing it at.
I agree. And if you haven't caught on, and if you haven't been following to either of our YouTube channels, then I highly suggest you get on there and you follow our YouTube channels, because you would know that last week, from Sunday to Sunday, or Saturday to Sunday, Dominic EPCOT and Victoria were in Orlando, Florida. In the Disney World. Well, not in Disney World, but in the Disney World area. But we went to Disney World together, not once, but just once.
Not once, but once.
Until next time. See you next time. Okay, what?
But before we get into that, we have some housekeeping things to go over.
The sun is still up.
Yes, the sun is still up. But like I said, before we get talking about our one-day Disney adventure, I want to mention a few things. First of all, if you have any theme park experiences that you would love for us to read on air, you can go ahead and email us at parkhopperpodcast@gmail.com. These do not have to be Disney parks. Doesn't have to be a theme park in Orlando. It can be anywhere around the world. If you want us to talk about it, email us again at parkhopperpodcast@gmail.com.
Emphasis on anywhere around the world, Sean and Caroline.
Correct. England. And also, you can go and follow Peter and Sarah on their adventure at the Brookhart Project on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all that jazz. And you can follow me and my girlfriend Victoria on YouTube at Dom and Vic, and on Instagram at Dom and Vic Eats Detroit. And we'll mention, I know Peter and Sarah are mainly Disney every single day, but if you tune in this Sunday, it will be Disney all day, every day on our video.
I am so excited for that.
And lastly, Peter, you can go ahead and mention our Patreon.
All right. And once again, we would like to, first of all, thank I believe we've got 4 patrons. And if you'd like to become a patron, then you can stop by patreon.com/parkhopperpodcast. And what Patreon is our exclusive little club, a little group of misfits that get exclusive content, mini podcasts, mini vlogs, pictures, just a little community of our fans, the people that park hop from park to park. And what that is a small membership to become part of the best group in the entire world. We put out some awesome pictures, some awesome podcasts. Just went on a huge spiel about what did I do this spiel on? Dom's favorite ride, Carousel Progress. Yeah. But let's dive into it, because I love this episode so much. I wish I could go back to this day. And you know what? If I get my way one day, I'll be able to relive this day every day of the year.
I hope so. I hope you are right. But according to Victoria, she says it's not going to happen. But fingers crossed, and I pray that it does.
Hey, guess what? How many times have I told you in my life it's not happening? As early as, how many months is between September and February? September, October, November, December, January. Just about 5 or 6, depending on how you look at it. I told Dom in September of 2016... called him at like 9 a.m. Sarah and I said, hey, we're moving to Florida. He said, no, you're not. We said, yes, we are. He said, no, you're not. We said, yes, we are. He said, no, you're not. I said, yes, we are. Are you coming down with us? He said, yes, I am. All right, let's figure out logistics. We get off the phone. Dom gets super pumped, tells his whole family. We get super nervous, bail. Call Dom back about 3 hours later and said, guess what, Dom? He goes, what? I'm pumped. We say, Dom, we're not moving to Florida. We can't do it. We got an apartment. We got jobs. We got bills. We can't do it. We're lame. Fast forward 5 months. Sarah and I go to Disney World, leave Disney World, hearts broken, have to move here. 7 months later, we live here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now it's been 7 months since that 7 months.
Yeah. That is correct.
That was a quick way of doing a internal battle that we've had over the past,
Right.
18 months is that? 19 months I just covered?
Yeah, for sure.
That's weird. Time's weird.
Yeah. But anyways, let's dive into it.
Let's dive into it. Last Monday, we
Yes.
went to Walt Disney World Resort, Orlando, Florida.
We did.
It was the only
And
day
It was,
that you were going to the parks.
well, the Disney parks. And it was a magical day. And let's just kind of, I say we just start from the very beginning.
Yeah.
It was 7 o'clock in the morning. I woke up. And, this might be this might be boring for people, but you know what? We're storytellers. That is our degree. Our degree is in storytelling.
Actually, my degree is in mathematical computer science, but I like to think of it as in storytelling.
Yeah, and mine's still storytelling. I got a bachelor's in arts and science and storytelling. But I woke up at the Summer Bay Resort in Claremont, Florida. Technically, it's Orlando. It's Orlando, Florida. And this is a beautiful resort, actually. I was pleasantly surprised by it. The rooms are all remodeled. I woke up in a nice bed, took a nice hot shower, and I told Victoria, Victoria, come on, andale, like, we got to get going. It's Disney Day.
Disney Day.
And Peter and Sarah pull up in their Escalade, pick us up.
Our chauffeur hats on.
Yes. And we're like, hey guys, it's us. And we're like, let's go to Disney. And we just started singing the Splash Mountain song, on that YouTube videos. We just started singing it the whole entire way there.
We did not sing that song the whole way there.
And it was just a great time.
It was a great time.
Did it?
We didn't sing that song.
We didn't
no,
do
I
that?
think that was in your dreams.
Oh, I thought we did
no,
that.
No, we didn't.
I'm sorry, my mistake.
Your mistake.
Yeah, that's
but
my,
it was a quick.
yeah, that's
it was
my
a
fault.
quick 5-mile trip down the road. We got on property
Yes.
and we started the day at Magic Kingdom. Did we not?
We did. So we got to the Magic Kingdom and we kind
was a
of
beautiful
hung
morning.
out. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, was it gorgeous or what? I mean, it was just an absolute beautiful morning. We had a little bit of a photo shoot.
Let's reiterate that 24 hours before this moment, Dom and Victoria woke up in the gray tundra known as
Correct.
Detroit, Michigan, Canada.
Correct. Detroit, Michigan, Canada. We woke up there, and then the next 2 hours later, we're in the Sunshine State of Florida. So that was nice to know. But we did a little photo shoot, right? Right in the ticket turnstile corridor over there. And we were there for probably half hour, just taking photos,
Soaking
gibbering,
it all in.
jabbering, dancing. I think we danced to Spectral Magic. We turned that on. We brought our boombox and we plugged it in, and we're dancing to Spectral Magic. It was a real good time. Remember that?
I do.
Peter?
I actually brought. It's like from the 80s. My boombox. I got
Yeah.
shoulders of steel from carrying that thing.
And Sarah had her Walkman.
Yeah, but that was like a party to herself with a Walkman
Right.
over
So
her ears.
Who knows what she was
Who
listening
knows?
to? But we were doing that, kind of hanging out, and then it happened. We got into the park, and the first thing we did, and you can vouch for me if you agree, it's not a Disney day unless the first thing you do when you walk into the Magic Kingdom, let's say it on 3, 1, 2, 3, go to
Starbucks.
Starbucks. We went to Starbucks.
We went to Starbucks.
That was the first thing we did once we got into the Magic Kingdom.
Disclaimer: we have a bias towards Starbucks because Victoria used to work at Starbucks.
She did.
So
Victoria is an ex-barista.
we need to be transparent there. We have a internal bias, but
Right.
you're right. We got ourselves some Starbucks.
And I had a gift card there, so it was
Perfect.
plenty fun for me. And we ate, we drank, coffee, of course.
Then we took a photo.
Uh.
Where else? Then on Main Street in front of the castle. The four of us.
And that was magical.
Super magical.
And I just want to reiterate again. I know I just butchered that word.
Reiterate is the word.
Reiterate. Sorry. Like I said, my degree was in storytelling, not English.
No, it wouldn't. It wasn't because your degree is storytelling, so you can storytell in multiple languages. You're bilingual.
Correct.
Language knows no bound for you.
Correct. So this was a 1-day event, correct? So going into this day for me and Victoria, obviously Peter and Sarah did this every single day of their lives. Poor of them. We can't. So we really wanted to do Magic Kingdom and EPCOT.
You can. Just right now, you're choosing not to.
It's not a choice. Okay.
Okay, continue.
What's so funny? Okay. So, we wanted to do Avatar because that's something we haven't gotten to see yet. But, from suggestion of Peter and Sarah, they said you probably won't get on the rides. So, do you want to go waste a few hours just looking at it when that's really not the big priority on your list? So we decided against that.
Well, and the other thing was I think it's a beautiful land to go look at, but I wanted you to see it at night. And for what I know you and Victoria wanted to achieve, the night was not an option. So I didn't think it was good enough to go take daytime away from it when you really only would have been fully satisfied seeing it at night.
And for people that don't know this, if you do plan on going, you're down in Florida, you want to go to Disney for a day, and say you want to go check out a park just for one ride, to go to, say, leave Magic Kingdom, go to Animal Kingdom, get on a bus, go into the park, get to your ride, wait in line. I mean, that could, for one ride, be a 3+ hour adventure. And that's a lot of time.
I'll tell you, I live 10 minutes away from Animal Kingdom, and Magic Kingdom is the furthest park at about driving distance of about 20 minutes, but that's only getting to the parking lot or resort. It takes another easily 15 to 20 minutes to get from that parking lot to the gate. So on average, I'd say wherever you're going on property, whether it's a Disney resort or you're slightly off property, you want to give yourself at least 40 minutes to get somewhere. To get from the park that you're in to inside the park of the other one.
So that's kind of why we decided, because time was an essence.
Yes.
So we left off where we took a photo in front of
the castle.
The castle, right? So we did that, and then, of course, me and Victoria are on Instagram. We're like, Instagram photos, So we had to stop. We stopped quite a bit just to take photos. It was ridiculous. Of course, it's my fault. No one else to blame but me. It's totally on me. So if you guys are mad at me, Peter, I apologize.
Sam, I just wanted you to do you. We could have sat on a bench all day. I'd have been happy.
And that's what's so great about Peter Brookhart. So we took a photo. If you want to see that photo that we took in front of the castle.
Shameless plug. I love it.
What? I'm not doing that.
If you want to
go follow us at.
You do it. It rolls off your tongue better.
We're not shamelessly plugging it. I don't know what you're talking about. But if you do want to see that photo, you can go follow us at Dom and Vic Eats Detroit on Instagram, or the Brookhart Project on Instagram. That's where our photo is of all four of us, and then the one of Victoria sipping on her cold brew.
Sipping on her gin and juice.
Sipping on my gin and juice from Starbucks. You can go follow us there.
What ride did we go on first?
So then, from there, we were like, you know what? I'm really craving a pickle.
Yes.
This is really starting to sound like this is my day, and I don't like it. I feel like I'm just talking about
It's just because you're presenting it, but it was an overall group decision. Everybody knows that Dom doesn't have a good Magic Kingdom day unless he gets himself a Magic Kingdom pickle.
Right. Personally, a lot of people need their coffee. I need my pickles.
There you go. Simple as that.
That's how it works. But disclaimer, not really disclaimer, don't know I just said that. If you want a good pickle and a healthy snack in Disney, get a pickle. It's a good bargain for your buck.
And it's a unique snack option.
Right. It's very good.
Was
but from there we went...
$2.99?
Yeah, I don't even know if it's $1.99. Yeah, it's less than that.
We'll have to go get one right now. It's only 6:30. I can get there before park close.
You can. Are you guys going?
No, no. I think we're doing our taxes tonight. Oh, boring.
Okay, fun. Taxes at Disney. You should do them there.
I got a laptop. I mean, we could go to, say, Flower and Garden Festival, get a high top, get a frozen honey drink, get a, what else I got? candied strawberries and just do my taxes, knock them out.
Right. That's like going to DVC Lounge.
You know what? That's not a bad idea at all. You think that'd help me? Like, hey, I'm a
Yeah.
member. Can you help me file my taxes? Where can I claim my DVC annual dues? Oh, in
Right.
box
I think
2A. Thank you so much.
Genius idea.
All right.
So we went on Haunted Mansion.
Yes. Long story short,
From Texas.
99 happy haunts.
And I feel like we're all over the place right now, but I don't care because we're having a good time, Peter.
Yeah, it's flown pretty well. And this is how pretty much our single day in the Disney parks went. It just kind of flowed. We went from thing that we wanted to do to thing we wanted to do. There was never a moment where we were like, shoot, what should we be doing right now? Go on Haunted Mansion. Said it was like a 30-minute wait. Ended up being like a 15, not even. It was
Not
pretty
even.
quick there. Plus, we were still catching up because it was the first time. This was the first day, even though Dom and Victoria landed the previous night. We were all kind of busy. We didn't see each other till that morning, so we're catching up, gabbing, taking photos, taking vlog. Go on Haunted Mansion, great ride. Have to go on it if you've never been on it. And then after Haunted Mansion, we went to Frontierland, did we not?
No, we went to the Tangled bathroom.
That's right.
And I went to the bathroom. So that's very exciting stuff.
Yes.
That's
And
Tangled
then we
bathroom.
went towards...
Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, and we waited a long time for Jungle Cruise.
We did,
About 50
but-
minutes.
But me and you had some great conversation.
Yeah, it was kind of. It was you and I were talking. Victoria and Sarah were talking. I think we were talking a lot about social media, what
Yes,
do's
we were.
and don'ts and practices, and what they've seen, what we've seen. Just kind of really technical, boring stuff, but past the time. Now we're on Jungle Cruise. What happened? They told us it's a 2-week expedition,
It wasn't. It was only about 10 minutes.
but it was
They're live.
it was hilarious.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. I've been on the Jungle Cruise a number of times, and I'll be honest, this is not one of my go-to rides whenever I go to Magic Kingdom.
I agree.
Just because it always tends to be a long way. I enjoy the Jungle Cruise, but for some reason it does always have a long wait, so it's not something I really want to wait for all the time. But this was probably the best Jungle Cruise skipper I've ever had.
He really, I
on the Jungle
remember
Cruise.
vividly, he really held the backside of water note a long time.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if you've seen it posted today because it posted like 7 hours ago. Our vlog from today was we went to Magic Kingdom last night. And I think you were right, Dom. I'd agree. That was the best skipper ever until I went on the Jungle Cruise last night.
He was good.
He was the best. I tweeted WDW today. I posted the link in the Alumni Association Facebook page for the DCP, and somebody actually commented on it, tagging him in the comment. So he knows that I put him in my YouTube video and said that he was the best skipper, and it was the best Jungle Cruise I've ever been on. And I've been on the Jungle Cruise probably around 40 times in my life. But I agree with Dom.
Uh-huh.
Don't hate on us, but I only like to go on Jungle Cruise if I have a fast pass. So you got to catch me in the right mood to go on standby. And I've unfortunately, but they both paid off through great cruises, have gone on Jungle Cruise twice in the past 2 weeks on standby. But it's just because it's a long line. And I think it's the
Yeah.
queue. The queue really is really bad.
It's tight.
It's tight and there's nothing to it. I think I'm just cursed with like, I'm used to the new queues of the interactive queues, the long, beautiful, decorated ones. It's just like a tight little turn. I feel like I'm on Six Flags. Anyway, one of the best Disney or Jungle Cruises ever. What did we do after that? I think we left.
Yeah, we kind of walked through the Emporium
Yeah.
and kind of made our way out, and that's when we went to Epcot because we really just went to the Magic Kingdom in the morning just to get that morning vibe. There's something about the Magic Kingdom in the morning just really sets a nice tone to the day.
The sun glistening on the castle.
Right, something about it. You got it. I mean, it's a totally different experience from night and day. It really is. So we went to Epcot. And we went to Epcot on a mission for a couple of things. The very first thing we did once we got to Epcot was, and I know, Sean, if you're listening, you commented on our photo and said, hey, the ones at Epcot are just okay. You got to come get the real deal. And we did mention a couple podcasts ago that we don't know if these are truly the best, but for us living in America, they're the best for us, and that was the fish and chips at Yorkshire Fish House.
I will also say Dom left out an important part there that we actually took the monorail from the Magic Kingdom to Epcot. Took a little longer than I expected. I think they had an issue going. You have to take when you were at in the Magic Kingdom park. You have to take a monorail to the Ticket and Transportation Center. Get off that monorail, walk around the corner, wait in line for another monorail, and that's the one that transfers you from the Ticket and Transportation Center to Epcot.
Right.
That was where we had the delays in between the two monorails, but still good time, still good crowd, still good talks, good vibes. We got to Epcot, and it was a great time. Fish and chips were on point. I think we had another little photo session, and we had some time lapses for our vlog during that part. There's a little part real quick down. There's a little like patio seating area that's past the fish and chips cart. You have to go downhill. Not a lot of people know about that. During the day, it's perfect because nobody's there.
And it's right by the water, so it's a great spot. And a ton of seagulls, which Victoria hates. Terrified of
I thought
birds.
she loved them. I thought that was like a scream of joy when that one flew towards her.
That's what I think it was. But we need a timeout for a second, and we need to backtrack to the Magic Kingdom because we forgot a very important part of our day. We did something for the first time, both of us.
What was that?
We took a picture.
Oh, purple wall.
In front of the purple wall.
Instagram professionals.
Could it get any more basic than that?
We got Starbucks and got our purple wall on. Then got our Jungle Cruise on. Like,
yeah, it would have been really basic if we would have took the Starbucks photo in front of the purple wall.
You know what? You should fly down right now, and so we can redeem ourselves.
Just to do the fun. I could get on a plane right now, get there by 10 o'clock. What time's MK open till?
Well, it'd be nighttime. MK's open till 10 o'clock, I think, tonight. But, you know what? I got a second bedroom. You can stay here for free. And then tomorrow morning, I'll call off work, and we'll get in there at 9 a.m.
That would be the life, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just say, hey, like, it's 6:30 right now. I want to fly to Florida tomorrow. Let's go to Florida.
On a less exciting note, everybody, Sarah and myself and Sarah's little sister, Christina, we actually did that once on a Thursday night or Friday night. We're like, you know what, let's go to Detroit and visit Dom, and we decided like 4 hours later we got in the car and drove to Detroit overnight.
You did do that.
Not as exciting as going to Disney World. It's just Dom, so.
Right. And I'm just average at best.
At best.
That's what I said. At
best. Like right now we're FaceTiming while we record this, and I can't even see his eyes. It's cutting off at his nose because he's average at best.
It is. Because I'm just... You know what? I don't even think I'm average at best. I'm okay at best.
No, you're great, Dom. You're great. So we have fish and chips. We're feeling good. We have fish and chips. We're feeling good. We already got our MK morning, monorail over, run to World Showcase, best place in the world, have our fish and chips. What happens now?
We go into France. We did a couple loop arounds, said bonjour to everybody, hello, it's me, and we skedaddled on out of there. And we hurried up and we galloped over to really our next main spot, and that was Morocco. That's where a lot of things went down.
Oh.
And if you have to guess what went down, it was just another photo shoot.
Another photo shoot, yeah. We had for some reason, for a hot second, now everybody listen, focus for a minute. In Morocco, there was such a big photo shoot that I turned to Dom, Victoria, and Sarah and I go, guys, I think I'm going to start my own my own Disney Instagram.
You did tell me that.
And I took out our Sarah's Sony DSLR from college. That's a really nice photo camera. It doesn't do video. And I started snapping photos left and right. Depths of field, rule of thirds, golden ratio. I'm pulling out all the stops. And I'm like, I'm starting a Disney Instagram. And I told you guys, like, I'm not even going to tell anybody. I'm not going to promote it on the podcast.
I don't think you told anybody but me.
I told Sarah I know. So maybe just Victoria's left out. Victoria, when you listen to this, this happened. I was like, you know what? I'm going to start it. I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm not going to push it on the YouTube. I'm not going to push it on the podcast. Pushing it on the podcast right now. But I'm just going to go for it. I took a bunch of photos, and it's been about 10 days. Haven't started the Disney Instagram. But if you see a new up-and-coming Disney Instagram account, that somehow that name could be affiliated to me in some non-conspicuous way, it may or may not be me.
I like it. I say we start tonight. You do it.
After taxes.
So, we took a photo shoot in Morocco. Next thing we did, on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Go to
Went
America.
to the bathroom.
Oh, went to the bathroom.
We walked through America, but we stopped in Germany and went to the bathroom.
Yeah, those are good bathrooms.
Yeah, we did. And we took a photo there, again. And put it on our Patreon website.
Yeah, that was the selfie of you and I.
Yes, so we took another photo. Surprise, surprise.
We just sound so conceited right now.
I feel like our day consisted of
Having a great
Eating.
time.
eating and taking photos of each other.
And having a great time is the emphasis.
Great time. Yes, because it was a great time. It was the best day of my life.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it was pretty up there.
Outside of every time I'm with Victoria, it was the best day of my life.
There you go. Just making sure you cross your T's and dot your I's, Dominic.
Correct. Chuck?
All right.
So,
We leave Germany. Selfied out.
and we
Oh, I know where we went, and I actually remember this. Then we hop, skip, and jump on over to our friends to the south. We stop at the Mexico Pavilion.
the Mexico Pavilion.
And Dom
and
has had
we
his
ate.
mindset. Dom and Victoria like, hey, there's this margarita. Avocado margarita. Gotta get it.
Pause.
Pause?
We did something before
What
that.
did we do before that? Oh.
We had some tacos al pastor.
And we double Instagram live.
We did. You guys Instagram live
No,
too
no,
there?
one Instagram live, 2 vlogging cameras.
Correct.
So Dom,
And that was our first time
yeah,
ever.
Dom and Victoria did their first Instagram live while they were eating the tacos al pastor to do a live eat and review. Sarah was holding the cell phone for the Instagram. I had both my vlogging camera and their vlogging camera, dual vlogging. Sarah living, Dom and Victoria eating, enjoying, having a great time, and now the afternoon EPCOT sun. It was a moment. It was a social media moment.
It was.
It was like, could I see this happening all the time? I think I could.
Right. Right. You talking about eating tacos?
Yeah, I'm talking about eating tacos.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Okay, then we got the avocado margarita, which is
And I will
inside
tell you,
Mexico.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Boys
not
and
sure
girls
if Peter
over the
really
age of
enjoyed-
21.
21. I'm not sure if Peter enjoyed it, but me and Victoria both agree that this might be one of the best adult beverages I've ever had in my life.
I will not agree, but I will agree that it was one of the best adult drinks in the genre of adult drinks. For my taste, it was really stinking good, but not one of my favorites just because I'm not a tequila fan. But to its defense, the way it's created with the avocado, it's such a unique flavor that it takes away from the tequila taste, the tequila burn, then that's what I don't like. And adds, it doesn't just mask, but it like complements and overtakes that with a great, refreshing, almost thick but not really thick avocado flavor.
I don't get a whole lot of avocado flavor. I think for me, the avocado just helps smoothen out the margarita because it's blended with ice and avocado. And if you just have a frozen margarita, you tend to taste those ice chips. But in this, you don't really get that. It kind of is a smoother, heavier drink, but not heavy in a sense where you're like walking around feeling uncomfortable after because it is still ice and it's not like cream. But the avocado gives it a creamy consistency.
Yeah, I tasted the avocado on like the back of my tongue, almost like an aftertaste. That's
Right.
how I got that. It was very, very very hinted. So maybe if I had the tacos al pastor right before it, maybe that would have maybe you needed a fresh, clean palate. But Dom is 100% right with the smooth factor. Like even if you don't taste any avocado, you cannot deny the smoothness of this margarita because of the avocado. And my
So, yeah.
my boss has an avocado tree next fall. Avocados all around.
Well, they're the best. Your boss has an avocado
Yeah,
tree?
he didn't. We weren't friends fully yet this year when they were in season. Plus, he has a newborn, or he has a 1-year-old, so they were taking the avocados and actually feeding them to their newborn. But all the rumor on the street in my office was the year before, the man had so many avocados he was like trying to pay people at the office to take them. So
Really?
next fall, this upcoming fall, Avocado City at the Brookhart House.
Sweet. I'll be there.
Don't tease me.
On to the next. On to the next thing. We went, of course, not a trip to Epcot with Peter and Sarah unless you take a trip to the DVC Lounge. Sipped on a couple Coca-Colas.
Couple cups of Joe. Talked to my boy.
Had a good time.
Talked to my boy Frank.
Frankie!
For real, there's a
You know-
DVC cast member by the name of Frank. He's there all the time. He is bald. He is amazing, and he is super nice.
Say hi to Frank for us. And then from there we went on Soarin'. Pleasant surprise. Didn't think we were going to do it.
Yeah, I was
Only waited
really
about a half
surprised.
hour.
Yeah, and I really tried. Our friends went to the washroom and left me alone. I was talking to the Fast Pass cast member. I really felt like I was about to have a magical moment. They were going to give us Fast Passes, but it didn't happen. But that's okay because you don't get the magical moments if you expect magical moments. They come by surprise.
Right.
Big
Correct.
Disney World life lesson. But I did not think we'd go on Soarin', and it was an awesome little treat to add on to the already magical day. Now we're at like later afternoon, I believe, at this point. Maybe around 2, 3 o'clock.
Yeah. Right.
Where are we at now?
And from Soarin', we were like, it's time to go back to the Magic Kingdom.
Yes, and we hopped back on the monorail, correct?
We hopped back on the monorail, got our butts to the Magic Kingdom, took the ferry during the sunset. Absolutely gorgeous. You can see that right now on Peter and Sarah's YouTube channel at the Brookhart Project.
Yeah, but we kicked a couple out of our spot on accident.
We did not. No, they were just being different. We did not.
Beautiful sunset over Seven Seas Lagoon. Literally the most beautiful. If you looked towards the east, you saw a bluish purple sky. You look towards the west, you see orangish red sky. It looked literally like if you were looking across Seven Seas Lagoon, Magic Kingdom was splitting the sky into sunset and sunrise. We had to take a photo, of course.
We were already in that spot.
We were
too.
already in the spot. Sarah goes, Dom and Vic, let me take a photo of you. Sarah takes a photo of them. I'm setting up our GoPro to do a time lapse across the lagoon. So I'm kind of a little bit, maybe 5 feet away from them. They walk towards me and say, hey, Peter, come take a photo with Sarah. We turn around. This couple is where we were just taking photos, but not taking a photo, just like chilling. So we're like super polite. It was like, hey, excuse me, can we just stand there for just a moment to take a quick photo? They look at us, say okay, and then just storm away like we just insulted them like no other. So we take our photo, felt really bad for about 5 minutes, then we got to the Magic Kingdom and everything was okay.
So it was a great time. So we got on the ferry, headed over to Magic Kingdom, and we had a hard time deciding eat or Space Mountain, and we decided food always first. Went to Cosmic Rays. Had some food. It was okay. I'll be honest, just okay.
I think
Cosmic Rays
I think
is-
the wait had to do with that. It was a long wait. We didn't know if we were going to make the fireworks.
Right. So it was your typical Disney quick service chicken nuggets, French fries, burgers. Wasn't bad. Wasn't great. And then Peter did what Peter does, and he got us front row seats for the fireworks show.
I know how to work a crowd. What can I say?
And that was the first time seeing that for me and
Yeah.
Victoria, the new one, and it was awesome. I will say, me and Peter had this conversation. Was it as good as Wishes? Mind you, you're wearing a Wishes hat right now. And the answer is, in my opinion, no. And maybe that's just because I have a nostalgic factor to Wishes. Don't get me wrong. Everything about the new show, between the fireworks and the lasers and the projections, is absolutely incredible. But something about that soundtrack to Wishes just is my all-time favorite.
Dream
A dream. Wishes.
Dom's 100% right. Wishes is way better, but that's not to say that Happily Ever After isn't a great show. For people like Dom and I, Wishes will always be number one. 35 years from now, 55, you're going to have an augmented reality Mickey Mouse dancing in front of me during the nighttime spectacular. Still going to say Wishes is the best. That's because we are inherently infused with that. But Happily Ever After is an amazing show. We got really lucky with really close center seats. Then what did we do?
Then we went on Space Mountain.
My favorite ride.
Fantastic.
And it was brighter. Dom pointed out it seemed brighter, and there's a lot more stars being projected. So it kind of makes it a little scarier because you can kind of see where you're going, but still not see where you're going. So you can kind of look like you're about to fly into a wall, but you don't.
Right. So that's what we did. Really enjoyed it. One of my favorite rides in all of Walt Disney World. Then we did the People Mover.
Yes.
Which is always a classic. And then we were like, you know what, guys? We have Big Thunder Fast. I'm sorry. We have Big Thunder Fast Passes, but what's even better than Big Thunder Mountain? Ohana's bread pudding.
Yes. So we made the conscious decision to leave the Magic Kingdom and go to the Polynesian and take the boat to the Polynesian.
And was a very bad decision on Peter Brookhart's part because we almost did not make it in time for the bread pudding.
The important fact is we enjoyed a very nice, lovely, leisurely boat ride, and we still got the bread pudding.
We did. And it was magical, and it was the cherry on top of our day.
Yes. So, what this was, and we left and drove them home to their Summer Bay Resort, and their rest of the vacation you'll be able to see on their YouTube in the next coming weeks. But what...
It'll be on Sunday. Our Disney day from that day will be up on our YouTube channel this upcoming Sunday, the same day as this podcast. Sometime
around when this posts. But the important part here... Why did we just go through a whole 35 minutes of explaining what our day was? Is if you go to Disney World and you only have one day, the most important thing is to expect little, expect to run into bumps, but if you have that mindset, you're going to have an amazing day. Because if you try your hardest to do a lot or do what you want, but expect little in return, you're going to have a magical day. Be malleable with your plans. You want to do this, you want to do that. Maybe just always look on the bright side of life and switch up. Be okay to change for your day. But one day into Disney World, do what you want.
Right. And the biggest thing for me is there was stuff I wanted to do, of course, and we did those things. But more importantly, I just wanted to go to Disney with my girlfriend and my best friends and enjoy a day. I did not have to say, I have to do this, I have to do that. Yes, Space Mountain's one of my favorite rides. We got lucky enough to do it, but if we didn't do it, it did not ruin my day. So that's the biggest thing. If you only have the opportunity to go to Disney for one day, don't let something ruin your day because you might not be able to get that certain fast pass that you wanted or get that certain dining reservation, because you got to realize you are in Walt Disney World with the people that you love and care about, and that's most important because so many people wish they were in your position.
Exactly. Dom could not have said it any better.
So on that note,
it's good to be home.
There's something you want to say. It's good to be home. And until next time, see you next time. And it's not a goodbye. It is just a see you later.
Thank you, everybody, for enjoying the most hectic, probably, podcast we've ever posted. But we had a lot of fun doing it. Check out the links below to see our adventures. Whenever, I don't know if this podcast will go before or after Dom's link, but whenever Dom posts his link, I'll make sure to put it in the information below. And Dom, take it from here.
Our Patreons will get to see this on Saturday. So
they won't be able to.
They won't be able to. But I just want to again mention that you can go ahead and email us at parkhopperpodcast@gmail.com, your theme park testimonials. I also want to go ahead and mention you can go follow Peter and Sarah at the Brookhart Project on all social media forums, even Snapchat as well. And I always forget to say that.
And we're doing a lot. We're gonna switch to a lot of Facebook interaction. So definitely check out Park Hopper Podcast on Facebook and Brookhart Project on Facebook. We're going to do stories, interactions. And I'm going to throw out here, I'm going to call you out too. I called out Sean and Caroline in the beginning of this podcast. Tampa Bay movie guy, hit us up with a story, please. We'd love to share one of your theme park stories on this podcast.
That would be great. We'd really enjoy that. And you can go ahead and follow me and Victoria on YouTube at Dom and Vic and on Instagram at Dom and Vic East Detroit. I have had a great time today. My name is Dominic Eefko. You are Peter Brookhart. And until next time, this is the Park Hopper Podcast.